as I was saying, the census office, they read anything first. And behind me, this is hospital section. In this section, they used to keep all those prisoners that had ailments. Twice a week during those years, we could see a medical doctor. But during those years on Robben Island, medical doctors on Robben Island were bad. And some of us during those years died because we were given wrong medical prescriptions during those years. And it's only after the intervention of the International Red Cross Committee and a woman called Helen Suzman in South Africa that medication on Robben Island improved. I do have to mention them because she served in the then apartheid government but played a very important role in the lives of prisoners on Robben Island. She belonged to the then Progressive Federal Party and was a member of the Black Sash, and from all those years, currently it is the Democratic Alliance. And during those years, once a month, we were allowed to see a psychiatrist. And also during those years, in detention, they tortured you. They did all sorts of things just to get information from you. But also during those years, the psychiatrists that you've seen or that you will see, some of us, because of the tortures in detention and because of the places that you will be going to, that is the lime quarry and the stone quarry, some of us during those years could not persevere the hardships they faced in detention and the hardships they faced on Robben Island, specifically the stone and the lime quarry. Because in the lime quarry, those young men were forced to do hard labor during those years on Robben Island, and they could not withstand the pressures that were exerted upon them. As I said, we had good warders here and we had bad warders on Robben Island during those years. Personally myself, when I was arrested, I did not have dentures, but my teeth were pulled in detention with a plier, my toenails were pulled in detention with a plier. Those pains we could endure. Yes, but from 1976 onwards, 76, 77, a man, Nelson Mandela, Govan Mbeki, they gave us hope and they inspired us and they gave us courage during those years. And also during those years on Robben Island, it was because of one of the places specifically, it is the lime quarry, because in the lime quarry, dogs were set on prisoners, unlike in the stone quarry. But in the lime quarry during those years, the dogs were set on us, and some of us were bitten during those years by the dogs. 99% of prisoners on Robben Island during those years were black. 1% was colored in Indian. And during those years, 99.8% of us persevered the hardships that we faced on Robben Island and in detention. But 0.2% of us broke down or cracked. And when they were discharged or released from Robben Island, they were released into mental institutions, and that is where they died. 25 years down the line, last year, November, the last political prisoner died in a mental asylum in Port Elizabeth. Follow me, guys?